Expectations. Let's bring in the Director, Amnesty International Nigeria, or Jigo, who joins us live via Zoom from Abuja. Thank you for joining us on TVC News at 7. This issue has raised a lot of dust, especially after the panel set up in Lagos submitted its report to the state government. Now, the Minister of State for Labor and Employment is taking a position not as a government official, but as a lawyer, senior advocate of Nigeria, saying it is illegal because the state government does not have power to investigate the military and the police. And several other legal practitioners have also expressed their positions. What are your thoughts on this?
Thank you for having me on your program today. I think this is something that has been in the news for quite some time. Why will the government allow something they consider illegal run for several months? And in the case of the Lagos panel, has sat for over a year. I think it's a bit suspicious at this point in time to now be saying that you've wasted government resources on an exercise that you felt was not properly constituted. But as much as I would not want to focus so much on that, the most important thing is that the panel was set up to investigate what happened. What the authorities now do with the information that the panel has shared is what is more critical. And the same officers appeared before this panel. So I think we should be focusing on the findings, and we should be focusing on establishing the facts that happened that day, and then let the appropriate bodies who are responsible for disciplining and investigating these crimes to do their work. So whether this panel is properly constituted or not, the truth must be found. And if officers are found wanting, then the right courts and the right tribunals must then go ahead to prosecute and then take, justice must be served. That's the most crucial thing, right?
All right, well, we know that with the Lagos panel, it was that same day that the report was submitted to the state government that a leaked document was flying around social media. And in interactions our station, for instance, had with some of the panel members, they mentioned they cannot specifically say if this report that is in the media at the moment is actually what was submitted, but they would rather wait for the government to release a white paper, as they have set up a committee to, in 2 weeks, respond with a white paper on those findings. I'm sure you have gone through the content of that leaked report. While it isn't yet clear if that is the appropriate, the actual thing that was submitted, were you shocked in any way by some of the findings contained in it?
So first of all, we urge the Lagos state government to release the full report to the public. It was the panel was set up to be a public panel, so the findings should be released publicly, as well as the white paper. So they shouldn't just release a white paper; they should release the report and the white paper that they have decided would help in implementing the findings of the report. At Amnesty International, we've consistently held that people died at the Lekki toll gate, and that there were many incidents of police shootings on that day and even before that led to deaths and led to injuries, some life-threatening injuries, long-term disability issues for many of the activists, victims and witnesses that participated in the SARS protest. So for us, one of the things this report has shown is that when you speak truth based on the facts that you have independently verified as Amnesty International, you are contributing to truth-telling, but more importantly, that the standards that the organization holds dear are things that can lead to the authorities getting to the root of these issues. So as an organization, we continue to call for justice, and the fact that it's been confirmed that people actually bodies were recovered and linked to SARS protesters shows that Amnesty International and other groups that have been standing firm on these issues. I've not just been doing it for the sake of it. These are things that actually happen, and that for us is a good thing.
Well, we await the report from other judicial panels of inquiry set up by other state governments, and especially because it was the government, members of the National Economic Council who unanimously agreed on the 15th of October last year to set up panels across to investigate matters as has to do with police brutality. Osai Ojigo is Director, Amnesty International Nigeria. Thank you very much for joining us on TVC News at 7.
Thank you for having me.